In order to escape a huge snowstorm in northern Colorado, we decide to drive south to explore Garden of the Gods.
So Garden of the Gods is a pretty small park, so we'll be able to visit everything that we need to see in one day, which is super nice. And the other great thing about it is completely free to visit. And the last thing is, in 1971, it was actually designated as a National Natural Landmark, which is pretty sweet.
Even on bad days, leaning on the good days, as sure as the moon.
So I just read that Garden of the Gods is just over 1,300 acres, and back when it was purchased in 1879, the person that purchased all the land around these giant rocks wanted this place to always be free for other people to visit, and he also wanted it to always be called Garden of the Gods. He must have really liked that name for some reason, because that is what it's still called today.
All right, this is our observation of the day. These rock spires look like hands that are just popping out of the ground. Boop. So up on the top over here, you can see 2 camels. 1, 2, and they're kissing, and there's a little hole in the middle. And right over here, you can see their beautiful shadow casting onto this sheet of rock. Alrighty, my friends, this is our free parking spot for the night. Why is it yellow?
I don't know.
It was supposed to be purple.
Oh.
Someone put the wrong potato in the wrong basket at the supermarket. Anyways, I think this will still be good.
Guys, can I just say, look at this lighting. It's reflecting off of this Reflectix, and it looks amazing.
I'm very upset by the potato.
And Claire's new outfit looks so cute. Look at that.
I got this at the clearance rack at Target. What a steal. I was like, it should be warming up pretty soon, but no. Colorado is still very cold. And that is something we both have learned. As people who grew up in the South, the rest of the U.S. is pretty cold still in April/May.
Yeah, whereas like in April in the South, it's like prime.
Like you're brushing 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
So Claire has come to the conclusion that this is a
Japanese yellow potato. I know there's like a purple one, like a purple yam, but I think this is the yellow one. I grew up eating these, so I think it'll still taste really good. I'm just glad it's not like a normal potato because we paid a little extra for this, you know? Chad really wants to be a part of the cooking, so gave him a task. Squeeze the lime.
I'm here too, you know, part of the team.
Yeah, Chad was like, let me peel the potatoes. Let me cut the potatoes. Well, am I gonna do that? So what you guys don't know is actually like 85% of the recipes I've made on the road, I've never made prior to us moving into the van, which is pretty crazy because I depended on an oven very heavily back then. And now that I don't have an oven, I have ventured out to so many new recipes and it's crazy. So like I used to make really great sweet potatoes in the oven, but now I'm gonna try to make it stovetop and see if it tastes the same. So currently we have 2 pieces of steak, one that is wider and then this one that's a little skinnier, and we are arguing on who gets the bigger one and who gets the smaller one.
I think Claire should get the bigger one because she needs the iron.
I think Chad should get the bigger one because he's gonna complain about being hungry 3 hours later after dinner.
I will just eat more broccoli and more potatoes. And you get
I'll
more
take the
steak.
bigger I need it.
Claire, where do you draw your inspiration for these meals?
You guys always ask that, and the funniest thing is, like, I have no idea. So this one, where I have steak, broccoli, and potatoes, I got from Outback Steakhouse because I'd always go there for my birthdays when I was growing up because they give out like free ice cream or something. And that is where I have come up with this meal.
I wanna know which wavelengths you're hanging on. I wanna know which light you...
So dinner was fantastic as always, as expected. It was so good.
But with that, we're gonna head to bed because tomorrow we're actually gonna go explore a castle, which is very exciting. It was on like a list of odd things to see in Colorado, and I'm really excited to head over there. So
it'll be fun.
Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, my friends. We had a really wonderful morning, had some really good breakfast, and now we have packed up the van and we are heading over to Bishop Castle.
So we just made it to Bishop Castle, and similar to yesterday at Garden of the Gods, the person that owns this actually wants it to remain free and open to the public. And what's absolutely crazy about this castle is it was all built by one man, and everything was built by hand.
River run through the trees, carve the path that you please.
So we've just made it to Bishop Castle, and it's actually free entry for everyone.
And it's really interesting because before you walk in, you're supposed to read this long list that the owner has created, basically saying things that you agree to, like liability in case you get hurt, but also like you can be offended by certain things that he has written or said. So I just am really excited to head into the castle because right now we're like at the gate, and it's already so cool.
Super, super cool. There are definitely areas where you can kind of just fall. And that's probably why they have the liability sign. But it's super interesting, and I can't wait to explore it.
Where do your waters lead? I will go and see. Love run through.
It's like a tree house.
Oh, my heart is racing.
Twisting out of sight. Walk me deep inside. Oh, current be my guide. Take me down, all the way down. I'd rather fall than stay on the ground. Take me down, all the way down.
Don't look down.
It just keeps like squeaking, which makes it so much more terrifying because I'm scared it's gonna break. Don't shake and ruin this ironwork. It could collapse. That being said, Chad is now going to cross this very sketchy bridge. I do not think I will be partaking.
Do you see that shaking?
Yeah, I see the iron shaking. I'm surprised you're actually going across it.
Yep, alright, that's as far as I want to go.
Yeah, come on back to the safety of this ironwork.
Oh, this is scarier than Angel's Landing.
Yeah.
By far.
Definitely.
Like,
What's even scarier is that there's no one here.
yeah.
And so, I don't know,
It's
that
just
just
us.
makes me freak out.
Yeah. We have made it to the top of this spire, and it is shaking like crazy.
I know, I'm so scared. So we're in like the little dome, and it's just wobbling because it's not connected. Like the piece we're standing on is just not really connected to anything, so it's just constantly shaking.
Next stop, over there.
These are murky waters. Oh,
dome over there is the one that we just went to. And I can't believe we went up there. It looks so sketchy.
So there's the dragon head that's at the front of the castle. So cool.
The sounds are the worst. Just don't look under the stairs or you really don't want to go up there and they're like crumbling.
Yeah.
None of the way we bear will compare to what we found.
Poor little Chad.
That was so scary.
Chad could not come down at a normal
Claire was
pace.
so fast going down. I take a step, another step, going like this.
There. Scariest thing you've done.
That was really scary because there were like giant openings in the steps.
So we just came down these stairs into the area, or I guess the room underneath that big sanctuary area. And it's got lots of arches and lots of stained glass windows.
So interesting.
So we've just made it to our free parking spot for the evening, and it is absolutely gorgeous out.
Well, I was walking down the road just the other day. I met an Indian boy passing my way. I said,
Alright, so this is tonight's spread of ingredients for what I'll be making. So tonight I'm going to attempt to make a Cajun pasta dinner with some plant-based Italian sausage.
Look here, blood brother, don't you feel so bad? My best girl left me too, and I feel kind of sad. Maybe if you sing that to her one more time, maybe it'll ease both of our minds. We both said, ooh-wee, ooh-ah-eh, don't look like another happy day without her. Ooh-wee, ooh-ah-eh, the sun was going down and far away. I could still see his footsteps where they lay over the hills and far away. I remember his echo, and this is what he said. He said, ooh-wee, ooh-ah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on all our free adventures in Southern Colorado. I'm just so happy that there are people who really value having things that are free and open to the public, because that means everyone can experience it. And so if you ever are in Colorado, you should definitely check out both Garden of the Gods and Bishop Castle. They're both absolutely amazing.
Yes, they truly were. And now I'm going to go start a star time lapse, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye!
Thank you all so much for watching all the way to the end of the video, and because Mother's Day is right around the corner, I want to wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. I love you very much, and I miss you.
Yes, and a very special Happy Mother's Day to my mother as well. I miss your witty remarks and your amazing cooking, and I can't wait to see you in 3 months. And of course, If you're a mother and you're watching this, thank you so much for supporting us. A very, very happy Mother's Day to you, and we wish you all the very best on a day that celebrates amazing women.